Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads. Whoa. This is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
Say, here you would let
Dad, let's watch Dad. Dad? What in the world? Hey, what the hell is wrong with you? I just wanted to talk, and here you're coming out swinging! Fine, damn it! I get how it is. Want to talk with your fists? Then I'll answer with mine! Raising flame!
Dragon
Watch
shot!
it! Raising flame!
Talon Storm! Tusk Cannon!
Raising flame!
I'm on it! Slice!
Watch this!
Talon Storm!
Raising flame! Raising flame!
I'll run you through! See ya! Talon
Lost my
Storm!
focus!
Tusk Cannon!
Raising flame!
I'm on it! See ya! Talon
That
Storm!
frickin' does it! Raising flame!
I'll run you through! See ya!
Steel!
Talon Storm! Tusk Cannon!
Raising flame!
Dragon Shot!
Ready and raring! Armor won't save you!
Talon Storm!
Raising flame! I'm just getting started! Raising flame! Raising flame! I'm just getting started!
Don't burn yourself! Ka! Talon Storm! Tusk Cannon!
Raising flame!
Dragon
That
shot!
frickin' does it! Steel!
See that?
Raising flame!
Don't burn yourself! Thunder Punch!
Raising flame!
Hellfire Punch! See that?
Watch this!
Thunder Punch!
Raising flame!
See that?
Raising flame! These iron fists are ready!
Oh, just pipe down!
I'm just getting started!
Hurricane Punch! See that?
Raising flame!
Thunder Punch!
Raising flame!
See that?
I'll finish you here and now!
Thunder Punch!
Raising flame!
See that?
Raising flame! Raising flame!
Don't burn yourself! See that?
That frickin' does it!
Dragon Shot!
Steel! It's go time!
See that?
I can carve through armor! Inspiration! I could do this all day! Time for one more! Raising flame!
You do not want to make me angry!
Watch this!
Exploding
That frickin' does it! Inspiration! I could do this all day!
Brace yourself! Get lost!
Watch it! Watch
Exquisite
it!
Thunder Punch!
Inspiration! Time for one...
See that?
Steel! Inspiration! Time for one more.
Exploding fist!
Raising flame!
Hellfire punch! See that?
Raising flame! Almost! You see what happened there is you crossed me.
Oh,
Shouldn't
just
have done
bite
that.
down! Eyes on the ground!
Inspiration! Time for one more.
Thunder punch!
Raising flame!
Hurricane punch! Eyes on the ground! Thunder punch!
Raising flame! Right now I'm in the groove.
Exploding fist!
Raising flame!
Don't burn yourself! Thunder punch!
Right, I'm on a roll now.
Coil! Hellfire punch! See that?
Faster!
Hellfire punch! See that?
Ready and raring.
Exploding fist!
That frickin' does it.
See that?
Faster! Inspiration! Time for steel!
Thunder punch!
Raising flame!
Hold on tight! Tectonic punch!
Inspiration!
Hellfire
I can
punch!
do this all.
See that?
Raising flame! Raising flame!
Exploding fist!
I'm just getting. I can carve through armor! Raising flame! Inspiration! I could do this all day! Inspiration!
No more holding back!
Time for one more! I lost my
See that?
focus! Crumble!
Hellfire punch! Thunder punch!
Faster! Right! Watch this!
Hellfire punch!
And
Brace yourself! Get lost!
that frickin' does it!
Exquisite thunder punch!
Almost! Inspiration! I could do this all day!
Thunder punch!
Inspiration! Time. Inspiration! Time.
Exploding fist!
Raising
Grown
flame!
strong!
Raising flame! Watch this!
Don't burn yourself! Thunder punch!
Faster! That frickin' does it!
Law? Are you okay?
Huh? Oh,
I thought you were deep in prayer. But were you?
no, I was awake. I daydreamed that my dad beat me up. Maybe that means I should stop being so
Wishy-washy.
I think it's time for me to come clean. Look, the truth is,
What? You mean you didn't misplace?
no. I crammed it in a drawer in Nath's room.
Why would you do that to a memento of your...
I did it because it's a memento of my dad. Everyone here misses him. They want another amazing leader just like... But I'm not ready for that. All those expectations...
Oh. So is that what you meant when you said the ring's too heavy?
Yeah. It was my dad's prized possession. Wearing it makes me feel like I'm taking on his whole leg. I realize Nath is in a better position to take over Dad's legacy as a...
I had no idea. I'm sorry, Law.
It's fine. Maybe I just wanted to push all my struggles onto someone else. That daydream of getting beat up by my dad woke me up.
So what will you do with the ring?
I'll go talk to Nath. I can't keep making other people deal with my issues.
Law, it's good that you were able to see your father again. Even if it was just a dream.
I guess. We got in a fist fight, but that's just like him. Or just like the two of us, maybe. Nath, are you free?
Oh, that? You left it lying around in here, but I put it some...
Huh? I didn't just leave it lying.
It's fine, just take it already. It's your...
Right. I won't ever...
Is it still heavy?
Kinda, but now I understand. I'm always the same me. There's no way now to know what Dad would have wanted. I just have to do whatever...
Yeah. The Law I know would never bother to think too deeply about something.
Hey, what's that supposed to...
Looks like he's overcome his worries. What was he even worried about anyway?
If he didn't stop being so indecisive, I thought Zephyr might come back from the dead to beat some sense.
I wouldn't put it past Zephyr. Uh-oh. He'll hear us if we talk too loud. Anyway, don't get yourself too worked up.
He pretended not to notice, but I'm pretty sure Nath knew.
That makes sense. He seems to know you.
Yeah, though maybe he knows me too well. It can get kind of annoying that I can't hide any. Not much I can do about that, though. After all, he's known me.
I haven't known you as long as he has, but it sure seems easy to understand what you're thinking.
Oh, yeah? Then, who do you think I am, Shion? Actually, I was thinking about how I need to take good care of this ring.
Definitely. If you ended up losing it for real, we'd have a seriously... Not only that, but I'm sure Zach...
Oh, he what?
Huh?
Nothing. I won't let go of it again.
Yeah. Do you think you're ready to wear the ring now?
I think so. It seems... smaller than when my dad had it.
Maybe you've just grown into it.
Why you?
Hey. Ugh.
Huh?
Ugh. What? I'm not getting through. It's not about what the blazing swords...
You didn't drop Zephyr's name.
I can't play that card forever. I do understand how both of them feel.
It's important to explain yourself using your own words, but it's just as important to rest when you need to.
Yeah, all right.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Look at you. What the? It's you! Weak as always. Bullrun. But you're dead! Oh? Then how am I here before you now? It's a dream. Is that what you... Allow me to enlighten you. Friendship, trust, all that... Stop. Those you seek to save are selfish and you know it to be true. The Stop! Is through fear. Why now of all time? Losing your temper because it's the truth. You really are a pathetic bastard, aren't you? Enough! Sonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm! The only thing that can unite the feeble maggots of this world is domination by force. Bind them with chains of fear and drag them to heel at your will to dominate. Trample them and make them crawl on the ground. Stop! Not like you! Blow away! I will show you true power! Out of my... Try harder! Unleash lightning! Dragon Swarm! Pierce through! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Arrogant! Foolish scum! Burn! Impudent! The public is nothing more than an endless stream of beings demanding that their needs be satisfied. They're loyal when they've had something to give, then turn their backs after. They are not worthy of it. The only mercy that can be granted to them is the guidance of the strong. I'm not interested. I approve of it! All others shall be banished! This isn't looking good. Try harder! Try harder! I shall erase everything! Blow away! I'll destroy you! Die! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Not today! Ah! Take your sword. With its flame, burn down all who oppose you until only ash remains. It's already... All you have to do is use it. No! You're wrong! Half it I must take! You flee this fight, coward! Unleash lightning! Pierce through! I shall erase everything! Blow away! I'll destroy you! Pierce through! Take this! Sonic Thrust! Die already! Pierce through! Rendition! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Ignite! I shall be the ruler of all things! Know your place! What's the matter? No... Are you so afraid to admit the truth? That power and fear will always... Or will it take the pain of the whip to open? Maybe. It's true that I don't know the pain of the whip. I couldn't feel pain when they struck me after all. And I understand what you're saying. People can be selfish. They hide their true intentions to get what they want. I've seen it countless times. Even so, So a refusal, then. At the very least, you have no choice but to use force if you wish. Do I? Maybe you can be defeated with force. But that would make me no better than you. If you utilize fear to rise above others, you'll only live in fear of when you yourself... It's another form of oppression. You aren't Volron. You're a shadow born from my doubts. Even if that's true, I still have the power to engulf you in darkness. If you were born from me, then that means you're a part of me. I'll accept that and keep on living. taking the... Go on then, but stay vigilant, or the night may come when this shadow consumes... I'm used to your threats, but I'll heed your warning all the same.
Good morning. Didn't get enough.
No, it's...
Then what?
I think I had a...
Oh?
I don't remember exactly, but...
Well, whatever it was. You seem less tired.
Now that you mention it, I do...
Good. Now let's get moving.
Yeah, I'm not giving up.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide?
What are you looking at?
I'm not sure. Nothing has really changed, but somehow it feels like I'm looking at something new. It's like a wall that was always there is gone.
Maybe your breakthrough has let you see things different.
You think so? Maybe I would...
That people would be disappointed in.
Yes. Do you remember the last thing Vol...
If you choose to walk that path, you choose that path. You choose a path.
If I kept trying to play the hero everyone wanted me to be, I may have ended up just like he said. Of course, I know this won't solve all my problems. I'm sure there will still be times when I face betrayal or despair, but I can accept that if it's the result of my own choices. As long as I make my own decisions, I will be the master of my own fate. It's strange how a simple change in one's mindset can make such a big difference. It's not like I'm doing anything differently.
You freed yourself. It's been a while, but you finally look like yourself again, Alphen.
Thanks. Thank you, Shion.
We've reached our destination.
I know it's sudden, but Dohalim's busy, so we were hoping the two of you could tell us a bit about Renan Cut.
I'm surprised you'd come to us, but we'd be happy to help out a friend of Dome's. Huh, I didn't know weddings were popular here. They're a custom that goes way back on Rena.
What kind of food do you serve at Renan?
Let's see, for the guests, Oh, you...
The bride and groom cut the cake together in front of all the guests. Then...
They feed each other? I'd be too embarrassed.
Wait, Alphen, are you asking about what... In that case, you've got to make sure your partner has a say. But I guess that would be tough if you want to make it a...
No. I'm just curious. I'm not keeping this a secret because I want to surprise someone. I'm just not familiar with the...
I see. Seeking knowledge on subjects out of your wheelhouse is a noble pursuit.
You've taught us a lot. Thanks, Avakir.
Now that we've learned about Renin customs, why don't we ask some...
Sure, but who should we ask?
Sounds like a plan. Does Doc's knowledge include weddings and food and stuff like that too?
I'm not sure. But the more I think about it, I suppose those aren't really his areas of expertise. I guess I might have a bad habit. Hey, Doc. There's something I want to talk to you.
Weddings? I don't even know what that is, let alone... Calaglio was poor, and we couldn't even afford to think about stuff like that.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, I've heard of weddings. There's ceremonies for people that are getting...
Married, you say? Alphen.
It's more that I haven't thought about it enough, so I want to prepare a little for when the time...
I was all prepared to take a parental role and give you my blessing. But you're not tying... You know, Alphen, you really haven't changed.
Maybe not. There's still a lot I don't know. So much...
So if Doc doesn't know anything, what now? I can't think of anyone else who might know...
Do you know anyone who's done that marriage ceremony? If you...
Oh, right! We do...
Kagari and Notio. Of course, why didn't I think... We attended their wedding, and theirs is the one that set off this whole wedding craze to begin with. They're the perfect pair for us to...
Then our next destination is set. I'm sure they'll have all kinds...
Seems like everything's settled.
Good luck, Alphen!
Next, we should go to Kagari and Notio's place. Let's head to Thistleum.
They sure get along well. Like they're in their own little world together.
Well, they're married.
Oh my, hello. Are you here for Notio? Or did you...
Both of you, actually. Can we ask you some questions about weddings?
Of course. It would be our pleasure. Our wedding ceremony is one of my most important...
What should we talk about first? How about the day I decided...
Sorry. Maybe we can get to that later. For now...
See, I'm currently gathering information on food that's served at weddings. What kinds of dishes guests... You two have experience, so I was hoping you could...
Of course. We'd be happy to. Our ceremony was...
We didn't worry too much about Danon or Renin traditions. We decided to do whatever made us...
It's the thought that counts, after all. I think you should prepare whatever the couple wants to eat. Or something they want their guests to eat.
The thought that counts. Taking care of your guests, you mean?
Oh, and we prepared dishes with ingredients that are said to be us.
Since everyone came all the way just for us, we wanted our...
Everyone who attended seemed to enjoy it. So
But gathering everything was quite an ordeal. Remember, Notio? We were only able to serve what we...
What do you mean by sheer...
The merchant we talked to said it was a miracle he got everything, and that he'd never be able to manage it again.
Wow, it's that much trouble. And it may be tough to procure those kinds of ingredients. If that's the case, we should try to gather everything ourselves and see what we can do.
You want to gather things now? Even though you're not getting married?
Yeah, I want to make sure I know how to get what I need. I want all my...
Okay. You sure put your...
I appreciate your help, Law. So, what kinds of...
Sea bream is a high-class fish with an elegant taste, so it's often seen in celebratory meat.
They also said something about lemons bringing good luck. I don't know why, but they said it'll keep you...
Where I'm from, we eat rat pig meat on special occasions. It's supposed to be good for your health.
Sounds like certain ingredients carry special meaning. We'll see what we can scrap... Oh, wait. I already have the ingredients you just mentioned.
This is what we were after.
You've already got some auspicious ingredients. And I went on and on about how hard it'd be to get them. Seems I was...
It definitely was...
Okay. I think we got a handle on how to gather what we need. I should be able to lend a hand next time someone's had... I also know what to do to prepare for my own wedding.
How about that? I think we...
If you're doing all this to prepare, you should fully understand what your partner wants.
What, my part?
Sorry,
It's not like that, Kagari. But people keep telling me the same thing. To take my but I'm still just doing research, so I don't really understand what that...
So you're doing research to understand what you want for yourself.
Some people are satisfied as long as they end up married and don't do any planning at all. Those...
Yeah.
We got some great advice. So I think that should about do it.
I feel like there was some other auspicious food. But
what?
I'm sorry, but I'm sure there was some delicious and auspicious food that both... It was the hardest one to get our hands on. Someone knowledgeable about gourmet should know what...
Well, now that's got me curious. We've already come this far.
Man, I knew you'd say that. But how are we supposed to... maybe that old man will know. You know, the one...
Gordino. He's definitely...
I know, right?
Thanks for all the help.
I hope what we shared was...
I wonder where our old foodie friend is now.
We'll probably run into him if we go some... Are famous for its food, right?
I hope he hasn't collapsed again while searching for his next culinary obsession.
Oh, look who it is. What can I do for you?
An auspicious food for weddings. They're both Denons and Renans.
Okay, so are any of them something that,
Huh? What was that?
Well, it's, Shion.
Wow! What are you so angry about?
You didn't do anything wrong, Gordino. Shion's name just kinda came to mind.
Well, I've got no idea what's going on. But I know just the thing for the...
Oh, come on, just say...
Denons love it. Renans love it. That young woman who is always hungry does too. And it's in the gastronomy world. They say that if you eat a boss fish at a special occasion...
I didn't know there were legends like that in gastronomy. But it sounds like boss...
Oh, it won't be that easy. Boss fish, if you aren't able to pass this test...
But who said anything about marrying your daughter?
Obviously, I'm joking. I don't have... At any rate, I'm not kidding about boss fish. Good...
Don't we already have the boss fish he's talking about? Should we...
Gordino, is this...
Oh, there's no mistaking it. That's a boss fish for sure. But hospitality would be meaningless if it were easy, now wouldn't it? Okay, I'll allow you to marry her. But, not jokes aside, if you can get your hands on boss fish, then you should...
Thanks. I think it's fair to say we've perfectly understood how to...
We learned about wedding dishes and how to gather the ingredients.
Indeed. I owe you my thanks.
If you ever need more advice about the menu for your wedding, don't hesitate to come regardless. My absolute exquisite! Harmonized!
I hope someday she'll be on board with making the menu too. I'm sure she, or your partner, will be happy with...
Something my partner will enjoy. No, it's just... Everyone we've talked to has mentioned this. My ultimate goal is to learn more about weddings and marriage. But Kagari and Notio said that isn't enough.
Right, that's why we looked into boss fish.
Maybe. But I don't know if it counts as taking my partner into consideration. I've learned a lot about ingredients and cook... Looking.
Let me know. The next time you're having trouble. I'll be... glad to help.
So, Alphen, how's your pursuit of wedding knowledge?
With everyone's help, I've been able to look into several things I was curious about.
Happy to hear it.
I'm still clueless when it comes to marriage in general. I'm still in the dark on what married life is like after this.
It does seem as though that would be a separate set of knowledge. You'd need a new home, furnishings.
A home? You need a...
It's not a requirement, but generally speaking. It even came up in the conversation amongst the ladies that Shion said she wanted a warm home to live in, remember? It's completely normal to think of such things.
It is?
So I've heard.
Then the next thing I research will be where to live after getting married. I want to know everything that's needed.
Very well. You know, I once heard someone say, I believe those were Droshan's words of wisdom.
Really? Does that mean
He is indeed, seeing as he has experience.
All right, let's go. Now that I think about it, life after... Marriage is obviously more important than the wedding itself. The wedding is a single day, but your life together after that goes on for years and years.
True. It is certainly a topic worthy.
Oh, hello. There's something I want to talk to you. I heard you're a married man.
You once spoke to me about the necessities in everyday life after we've come to you because Alphen would like to hear what you have to say. Can you
Is that so? Now if you're going to get married, I think you first need to decide...
No, I'm not getting married in the immediate future.
I see. Even so, I think you'll get an idea of what you need if you... Are there any cities you've thought would be nice to live?
No, not really.
You know, Shion once said that she enjoys the mood of gazing upon the snow of Cyslodia, and that other than that, she also mentioned that she finds the weather pleasant in Ganeth.
She did? Maybe that means she wants to live in Cyslodia or Ganeth Her... I was just reacting to Shion's comments. Don't,
Of course, we would never.
If you don't have any strong preference on where you want to live, cast aside your preconceived notions and look around with an objective eye. You'll likely discover some...
Thanks. I think it's worth a try. Should we start? I can see what Bregan has to say, too.
By all means. I think it's smart to learn about marriage, and all married life is like a long journey. If you don't care, the most important thing is to discuss and understand each other.
We've strayed quite far from the matter at hand, and it seems this is going to take a while.
Not as long as the speech you gave at Kagari and Notio's wedding.
My apologies. Are you in a hurry?
Thanks for your help, Droshan. You can tell me the rest the next time I see you.
Homes in Cyslodia. Are constructed to withstand the snow. That's one of their good points.
I never thought much about how a house is designed. This is all so new to me.
We need to start keeping an eye out for this kind of stuff. Wandering aimlessly won't cut it.
What?
You're looking for a place to live?
We're gathering information about marriage. More specifically...
Sounds complicated. I don't know anything about all that, but we'll welcome you with...
Thank you for saying so.
Thing is, there are some difficulties with... For one thing, there are more disputes between fellow Danans here than in...
I'd hope they'd all get along better after they were freed. I understand things still...
The other thing is that, in general, Renans aren't... You get lots of Renans coming to see you, don't you, Alphen? I know you've got both Renans and
Yeah. That could be a problem anytime Renans want
The last issue is that the land around Sislo, it isn't easy to secure the food you need. We're not starving yet, but there's not much.
So, if someone with, say, an incredibly high metabolism were to move in, it would put more...
I had the same thought. Even if I'm comfortable, the person I live with may not be.
Yes. I think it's important to keep that viewpoint in mind when looking at...
Thanks for talking with us. I'm not looking to move just yet. But when the time comes, I'll remember.
Been a pleasure. Gathering information, house hunting. You got some big life. If it is what I think it is. Nah.
Thanks, Bregan.
Now then, shall we depart for Pelegion? I will refrain from shamelessly recommending...
Yeah, let's. The more places we can visit, the more informed I'll be. Plus, we can talk with Ganya to see if he has any advice. Going to Sislo... You really helped me understand some of what's important when deciding on a place to live.
If we continue to observe different locales, we will be able to understand more clearly what type of location is best.
Did you need... I have a question for you. Can you spare some time if you're not...
I've always got time for you. After all, it's thanks to what you all did a year ago that we regained the most important thing a human...
All we did was help. It's you guys.
Even then, I still have a debt owed to you.
I'm trying to decide where I want to live a little further down the road. We're traveling around to various places to see how they strike me. Now we're here.
Hey, it's great that things have calmed down enough for you to think about settling down. Even if it's still... But as far as living here, look, it's a beautiful city, and Renans live here comfortably. Plus, there are probably more than a few Renans here that would be... less...
I guess it isn't the best for me. The city being beautiful is important to people who care about aesthetics.
I think Ganya is right. Pelegion is far from ideal for you. If our efforts are met with continued success, perhaps one day it will be a city where anyone can live with, if possible. It would be great to reach that point before you...
I'll be working hard towards that goal. You once told me that you fight against anyone who uses force to take what doesn't belong.
That's right.
I really took those words to heart and decided I wanted to help create a society. You've never let me down. Never betrayed my trust. I will make this city a suitable place for you.
All right. I'm glad we came to Pelegion. Even though it was for my own personal... It gave me the chance to talk with Ganya and you about these kinds of things.
So, what should we do next? Should we make...
Tensions are still high there, so I'm not sure if it'd be right to take anyone's time with my... I think we can rule out Nies. I'd cause way too many problems for Bayfon. I wouldn't want to do...
We keep in touch with Nies through trade and the occasional If the opportunity arises, can I let them know you've begun...
Sure, as long as you don't make a big deal out of it. I'm really just doing some research.
Should we return to Vicente then? It is a
Who could we talk to?
How about Kisara's friend, Legil? She can likely offer opinions from...
Good idea. Let's go see if she'll talk with him. If it's... Sint isn't a good fit, and I'm not sure what options will be left. I had no idea it was this hard to find a place to live. I'm glad I had the chance to experience it for myself.
The situation changes by the day. Even if it was difficult this time, it may not be the same.
Legil, sorry to bother you. Can we
I'm happy you'd come, but life in Vicente?
I'm considering it, but I haven't decided or even thought about a lot. For now, I'm traveling around and trying to find a place that would be nice to settle into once my journey...
Is that so? Well, but recently the population is exploding and there isn't much space.
Yes, there are downsides to this since skyrocketing pop...
But if you're going to live in Menancia, there are other For example, you can build a house near Traslita Highway just
Outside of town? That thought hadn't...
I know a really nice... However, it's currently inhabited...
Well then, perhaps we can take care of that problem when we go scout the
Oh, that would be a huge help.
Okay, we'll take care of it. We can't build a house of Zoogle.
Thanks. By the way, I apologize if I've got the wrong idea. If marriage is the reason you end up relocating, I already told Kisara, but I heard that if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll always be single.
So you're where she heard that preposterous rumor?
All right, let's go take care of the Zoogle. Traslita Highway.
That land will be important if you want to develop it in the future. We must eliminate any... Still not enough.
For what? How unusual of you to eschew proper etiquette.
Having been temporarily relieved of my duties in Pelegion, I want...
Your work there isn't all that...
Well, while drowning in a sea of paperwork, I find that memories of our travels together come, even though I'm well aware that it wasn't all gaiety and...
It's natural for the mind to wander when it's been occupied with work. Our travels weren't all hardship.
What about you? By all appearances, you seem to feel truly...
Do I? I suppose I like it there for the same reason. I think I know what you're trying to coax out of me, but...
Not while duty calls, I suppose. Oh, how I look forward to retiring and lead...
Don't expect to be able to retire that easily. You still have a lot left to do before... But you can do it, Dohalim. You aren't alone.
Nothing could be more invigorating. To a bright future.
To a bright future. Something still on your mind?
Do you think you'll ever call me Doe again?
You're... Of course I...
Kisara, I have been meaning to ask you. Do you find your duty...
How abrupt. What brought this...
Well, it's only that I worry you haven't been able to find that...
Oh, is that all? There's no need to worry. I used to fish to secure food for the day, but now that the food distribution network has stabilized... That said, if you're ever feeling a craving for fish...
That's a lovely suggestion. But it's the sight of you by the water, rod in hand. I find it unfortunate that, within the past year, I no longer have as many opportunities.
Why don't you try fishing yourself then? In fact, I'd be happy to plan something. It'd give me a chance to... You on one side of the rod, a fish on the other. It's like a negotiation, but also... Though, of course, what really keeps you coming back is the excitement of...
I'm afraid I'll have to...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I can tell that fishing... What I mean to say is, I'd prefer to be an onlooker. Relaxing at your side.
Oh, Doe. It's settled then. I'll find the opportunity.
Of course. When that time comes, I look...
Good. This came out...
It's a brand new day, everyone. Let's greet the dawn.
A laudable sentiment.
Hey, is Dohalim's shirt on backwards?
Suffice it to say, mornings aren't his strong suit.
Look! Isn't that what Legil was talking about? What are you doing?
What the hell is wrong with you? I just wanted to talk and hear your comment.
What the hell? 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 What the h A giant Zoogle?
Looks like it. Let's get this done.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this. Super Swallow Dead! Any armor is all mine! Seismic Rush! I'm right behind you! Just getting started! I never miss! Super Swallow Dead! This one's mine!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Seismic Rush! In a vine!
Amazing.
Nothing gets by me! Now you see what I can do! It's wide open! It won't escape me! I'll tear you apart!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike! I'll grind you into dust! Here I come! Seismic Rupture! I'll grind you into dust! You're nearly done for! Easter! Inspiration! Seismic Rupture! I'll grind you no further!
Outstanding form!
Were my moves not lacking in elegance? Such unadulterated purity.
This one's on you, Kisara!
But of course. I always feel safe when we've got you in front of us.
Now or never.
Will this help?
Healing circle!
Seismic Rupture! No further!
Rely on sorry's trouble.
You do the
Now
same
you
for
see
me.
what I can do! Finish it!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
It's a pretty nice spot, like Legil said. A great view, and relaxing too.
Sounds as though you like it then. I too feel this would be a good spot for you.
I feel like I could just wake up, check out the view, do a little stretching, and be ready for a big day.
Feeling good about your environment is important. Now, shall we return to Vicente and inform Legil?
We defeated the Zoogle.
Thanks.
Man, that was a nice spot. Maybe that means it's a good fit.
I think that when you get married and look for a home in earnest, what we've learned will aid quite a bit.
Yeah. I thought that as long as they had 4 walls and a roof, all houses were the same regardless of where they are.
I thought that much was up.
I'm glad you like it. If you seriously consider moving, the house itself is just as important as the location. So I can introduce you to a pro who can help with everything from—
Thanks, Legil.
You'll have a lot to think about, especially considering you won't— It seemed you had someone on your mind as we were traveling. But are you satisfied with the—
I really don't know anything, so I thought that it would be enough to learn about marriage, and that isn't enough. Nearly everyone we met told me to think more about so I was trying to keep my partner in mind as I did my research, but honestly, I'm not sure.
I see. I believe that no knowledge or experience is without it. Right now, your head is full of worry and doubt. But it's a necessary step towards—
I hope you're—
You've only just begun to think about your future. There is no—
Go, Halim. Choosing a home is basically setting your— future life in stone.
It's important to think practically.